So what did we end up finding out? Pretty exciting. We saw our exact strip technology was very effective at putting an iron chelate out. Hi, and welcome back to another agronomic update here in north central Iowa. I'm Phil Long, regional agronomist with Liqui-Grow, excited to bring you some early yield results from some of our research trials. So this was a project that I was pretty excited about, a study we started here in 2025 looking at soybean IDC, or Iron Deficiency Chlorosis. We've talked about it in past videos, so you can check those out if you get a chance. Just to give a little background, this was, we decided to look at how we could maybe bring some more solutions to the farmer in terms of those that struggle with IDC, because there's a lot of planters nowadays not coming with liquid. Most people that have separate planters for soybeans don't want to put liquid on them. Expense and a lot of other reasons for that. So they're just not an option. But the most effective way to control IDC outside of a varietal selection is an iron chelate in-furrow. So we had the standard, kind of the industry standard in-furrow. So that was our industry standard check. We obviously had a check with no iron chelate on it. And then we used our exact strip technology. So if you're not familiar with that, going right down over top of where the planted row will be to dribble that iron chelate right over the row. And then we had several different treatments, but the one way we split it up was spring versus fall. So we applied these treatments in the fall, and then we also applied them in the spring to see if we would get movement, too much movement, not enough movement, that kind of thing, to see how effective that exact strip dribbled on the surface right over the row would be. So what did we end up finding out? Well, pretty exciting. We saw our exact strip technology was very effective at putting an iron chelate out. So our industry standard check was about 8 bushel better than no chelate at all. So 8 bushel is pretty fantastic. That's going to pay for quite a bit of iron chelate. But 8 bushel better was the in-furrow treatment of the iron chelate. The fall treatment that we had out there was about just under 7 bushel better than no iron chelate. So very effective, very comparable to the industry standard of in-furrow chelate. On the other side, the spring application, so getting a little closer, obviously right before planting, seeing how that, would it move enough to get into the root system for those young soybeans. And it was actually about 1.3 bushel better, I believe, compared to the in-furrow treatment. So it was about 9.5 bushel over the check or control with no iron chelate on the spring side. So very exciting stuff to see that exact strip technology was very effective at getting that iron chelate out there and trying to decide, obviously environmental conditions and all these things play into it. We're going to be looking at this for a few years, so we won't jump to any conclusions, but it's exciting to see that exact strip technology was that effective at getting that iron chelate out there and putting it right in the right place at the right time for those young soybean roots to help alleviate a lot of that IDC issues. And those that struggle with IDC know how much of a detriment to yield it can be. So looking forward to not only doing more research on this in the next coming years, but also trying to figure out how we can apply it to certain areas of the field. So there's a lot of things that we're looking at on top of just these different treatments that I shared today, and we'll obviously share more of that coming down the road. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a teaser today and talk about some of that new research for 2025. So keep checking back. We have a lot of research to share in the coming weeks and months, and we're excited to share that. So thanks for watching.
Stay in the know with Liqui-Grow.